Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordumt and we're back for some more Baldur's Gate 1. In fact, we're actually just going to start the gameplay now. And in the previous video, for those that saw it, I actually said something stupid. So, I said I was playing with Sword Coast Stratagems installed, so SCS for short, but I actually wasn't. So that's why I couldn't find the fine-tuning of the difficulty, but I installed it and everything is fine. So I'm just gonna set the difficulty settings to what I want, which is to go to the highest level possible in every single way. So yeah. So priests and mages and fighters, everybody's gonna be strong. So giant spiders, doppelgangers. I actually didn't read all the abilities, but I'm just gonna give an example of what SCS does. So this is regarding mages. So in Insane, mages advance cast any defensive spells with a duration of at least 1 round per level. So this is something that when a mage sees you and you enter combat, they will automatically quote-unquote pre-buff. So they instantly get buffed up with a bunch of spells. And the other thing you can do for mages is this one. Okay, so mages capable of using it will normally use Melf's minute meteors and similar spells between casting spells. So this is also something they didn't do before. And also, mages now also have offensive sequencers and contingencies. They have some chance of sensing the presence of invisible opponents and using divination to reveal them. So, mages, spellcasters in general, are gonna be a lot stronger. Okay, so let's actually get underway.
Execute Order 66.
Yes, let us execute Order 66, Mr. Palpatine.
So
Okay.
be it.
Hello, child.
So we have our
Shall
tutor.
we continue your lessons?
Greetings, child. I have been told to advise you in negotiating with merchants, innkeepers, tavern owners, and the like. Is there anything I can tell you of such things? So, I know how to buy and sell and how to rent a room, so teach me how to listen to rumors in the tavern. If you want to listen to people talk, you'll need to drink with them. Choose the beverage of your choice from the list, select buy, and listen. Not everyone will say something worth hearing, but occasionally you might hear some tidbit that will turn into a quest you can complete. What more would you like to know about how to turn your gold into something more practical? Nothing right now, thank you. Very well, should you change your mind, I'll be waiting. What about this lady?
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Linda. At last I'm in Candlekeep where I've wanted to be for so long, but now I wander the rooms here, moody and sad. You look very pale indeed, aren't you feeling well? I had a terrible adventure, for me as well as for the man I love. That sounds horrible. Do you want to talk about it? You are Garayan's foster child, aren't you? Yes, I think I want to talk with you about it. Have you been to the infirmary? My fiancé is recovering there from the injuries he got in his last fight. No, I haven't spoken to him yet. He has an obvious injury, he lost an arm, but the wounds that are still troubling him are his memories of what happened during this fight and the conditions under which he lost that arm. I am troubled by it too. You see, I cut off his arm. It was the only thing to do. I beg your pardon? That I don't understand. You chop off the arm of your fiancé and you wonder why he doesn't understand? I don't think I can help you here. You, a frail creature, proclaim to have cut the arm of an adult man without him defending himself? I surely don't believe it. Ha, how sweet. Is that some kind of courting ritual where you come from? No, I'm gonna go with the second one. We were on our way to Candlekeep when suddenly a portal started opening near us. Monsters came out and started attacking. It was horrible. Sir Trun defended us and it looked as if he would win easily. Then one of the creatures bit into his arm, dragging him toward the portal. He lost his sword. There was only one possible way to save him, and I used it. Otherwise, he would be dead by now. It is a great pity he lost his arm, but you saved him nonetheless. Doesn't he feel thankful for that? That's horrible, so what about now? Well, go and talk about it, you two, when the matter is settled. We're gonna go for this one. No, it is not that easy. Sir Trun proposed to me, what seems a long, long time ago, and we went on this educational journey to Candlekeep. You have to understand, I am the daughter of noble family and never touched any kind of weapon. His gaze upon me when he realized what happened. Forgive me, but I do not want to talk about it anymore. I need to be patient and hope that you will overcome his feelings. Poor Sir Trun, he is so brave. He grimly tries not to attribute any importance to the matter, but doesn't succeed in overcoming his feelings of horror. He is bound to his proposal to a man, to a woman he now fears, and is trying to convince himself it is nothing to worry about. I still see that look in his eyes. I decided not to go to the infirmary until someone brings the news of his recovery, or until he approaches me himself. Okay, so we have a new quest. Linda and Sir Trun. I met Linda in the Candlekeep Inn. She is the fiancée of Sir Trun, who is recovering from his wounds in the Candlekeep infirmary. They had a traumatic encounter and haven't talked since. So, not good.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
My hotel is as clean as an elven arse. Yes, I love this saying. Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? That is outrageous. What kind of a fool do you take me for? Stuff your in and stuff your company. You always were the big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Ha! Just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers. But you know you are always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So, is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you have? So here, we can actually choose a room to rest in. They all have different costs. So, Peasant is 1, Merchant 3, Noble 5, and Royal 8. I don't think there's actually any difference between any of them, not that I know. But it's just a bit of flavor, I guess. And here we can actually buy stuff. Now, is there something I want to buy? Yes there is. For our friend, Mr. Palpatine. I want to buy some bullets, a sling, and not much else. I'm also gonna buy some bolts. This is for a specific reason that we'll see soon. And here we can hear rumors. So I can drink a bitter black ale. So no rumor. Some fire wine. No rumor. Okay, so nobody wants to talk to me. Okay, so one thing we can do right now is actually equip our sling and equip our bullets. But right now I'm gonna keep the stuff as main hand. Okay. So this is locked. Can I force it? Nah, we cannot force the lock. We're not strong enough. Woo. There's a dagger. Now, what do we have in this? So the tutors, I think, are just like tutorials.
Hello, child. Shall we continue?
Hello, child. I've been asked to teach you some of the more advanced principles of movement. Is there anything you'd like to know? Okay, so yeah, it's just basic tutorial on how to play the game. So no, nothing right now. As you like. What about you?
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Firebead Elven Hair. Ah yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Beregost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Grion's ward, aren't you? My, you have come into your own. If you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tethtoril in the inner grounds. You should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Now, there's actually a secret with this guy, and I'm gonna try and get it. I'm not sure if I can actually succeed, but I'll try. Which is, he's gonna give you money if you actually speak to him. I think I failed it already. If you speak to him 30 times in a row.
Nowadays, it's hard to find decent folk nowadays. It's hard to find decent folk nowadays. It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Bear with me.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays. 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 It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
I don't think I managed to get it. Try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
decent folk nowadays. It's hard to find decent folk nowadays. It's hard to find decent folk nowadays. It's hard to find decent folk
Okay,
nowadays.
so sometimes I cannot get this to happen.
Hard to find decent
But yeah, if you
folk
speak to him a lot of times, I think it's 30 in a row, he gives you something like 300 gold. It's not that important. It's just like a neat thing you can learn and do and try for yourselves. I've managed to get it a bunch of times, but not always. Okay, so we managed to successfully force the lock open, and what I'm doing, if I'm not pressing over here, I'm just pressing F2. Okay, so it's the shortcut. Ooh. We found a pearl necklace. Something over here. Can I force it? I cannot force the lock. Hello.
Don't touch me. I
Nobleman.
might catch something.
Yes, might I help you? Sorry to have disturbed the wrong room, I fear. My apologies, I have been knee-deep in the tomes of the keep all day, and I am in quite the fog as a result. I'm gonna go with this. Oh, indeed, such a wondrous depository it is. I have returned on many an occasion, much to my banker's dismay, and have not even scratched the surface of the collection here. Would that it were so for all my noble brethren. I fear many come to the keep merely to proclaim that they did. I suppose it makes them appear more intelligent, though simple quizzing places the majority of them securely about the chimp level. I am sorry, I tend to ramble. Good eve to you. Okay. So I think this is dialogue you can only get if you have very high charisma.
Away with you, beggar.
Away with you, beggar. I love the voice lines. What? I certainly hope there is an explanation for this intrusion. Explain yourself. My apologies, I must have got the room numbers mixed. A simple mistake and no cause for excitement, so watch your words or I'll be forced to feed them to you. Explain myself? You are some pompous noble, and I am here to take your belongings. Jesus. Who might you be? My name is Quincy. Beyond that is my own business and none of your concern. Leave, lest I report this intrusion to the guard. I shall leave. I shall leave, sir. But not because you told me to, it's because I want to. Okay, so yeah, we cannot break... open many locks because we are not strong enough, and I cannot lockpick it because I do not have that ability. Okay, so we have Linda, and we have a nobleman and a noblewoman.
No time to chit-chat.
Step up to the heat, young one. You'll need a good fire to warm the chill stares of those monks. Most inhospitable they are, isn't that so, lovey? Oh yes, darling, they are most standoffish. They lead a somewhat cloistered life here, so they are unaccustomed to many visitors. You are perhaps a bit colorful compared to what they are used to. Watch your tongue! Oh, I would not let it concern you, milady. Perhaps they are not used to wealth such as yours. You are quite wealthy, are you not? Bring a lot of expensive jewelry with you? Ooh. Perhaps that was it. It may have looked as though we were showing off. I'm going to lock all of my jewelry back in the room, dear, so I don't offend them again. A capital idea, lovey. Perhaps I should do the same. Leave the finery under lock and key whilst we brush up on our reading. I can think of no safer place than here. I doubt very much that a scoundrel would pay the book fee into this place to burgle the inn. Laughable. Okay, so I think this is a very nice interaction for a charismatic thief. Unless that when they say that they're gonna lock it up, maybe it's open? Or maybe I can force
So be it.
the lock open? Where is their room? Okay, so not here. Maybe it's... Ah. But yeah, there should be a way, I'm thinking, of getting into their chest and robbing their valuables.
So be it.
So be it. Okay. Now we're gonna explore the outside. Flivia.
Hello there.
Hello there. Oh, hello. Hey, have you seen my copy of The History of Alrua anywhere? You know how I can stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library? So I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here and... Oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. Okay, so we have a new quest. We have to get Flivius's book. And we have some mumus. Mew. Mew. And Mew. What else have we got? Another two. So there's a lot of tutorials. These are the priest's quarters. What can we find inside? Shank. Lovely name. Oh, goody goody. I've gone and found thee first. You are the ward of Garayan, no doubt. I do not recognize you. Who are you and what are you doing here? Who I am is unimportant, but who you are is very much so. I apologize for this dirty bit of business, but I must seek your death. A pity, I know, but it would seem your head is worth an exceptional amount to me. I killed you myself and I need not share credit with anyone. Ah, lovely. So, we are going into our first fight. This is gonna be a dreadful fight because I have no actual way of hitting him, but maybe with the sling. Okay, so let's fight this guy.
Face I will. Make you dead and done.
Whoa.
Your skills are no match for the power of the dark side.
Yes. Roll a 20. Kill the bad guy. Unlimited power. We took a bit of damage there. Quite a bit, actually. Okay, I failed to force the lock. We have a warhammer. Not much else here. Okay. Palpatine, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me that something is very wrong indeed. Oh, Parda, there was a man in there. He smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. Now we're gonna be strong. It's nothing, Parda. One of the cats didn't like me petting it. I'm all right, really. Yes, well, get what you need from the inn then, for Garayan is desperate for you to be off. Okay.
Execute Order 66.
Execute Order 66.
What do you need?
Drippin, Fledia left one of her books in here again. It's in the hay there, beside the cow. If you could run it over to her and then come back, I've got some plans for you. Okay. So it's over here, yeah. So we have the history of Alrua. Oh god, no. So I'm not gonna be reading every book in the game. Rest assured. Let's go and deliver the book to Fledia.
Hello there.
My book! Oh, you remind me of Garayan when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him. I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny even. You must be a very special child indeed, to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it. Oh, so she gave me a Lynx Eye gem. And we also got 50 experience. Lovely. Okay, so Dreppen.
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it though. Her being sick and all. I need to get her one of them potions of antidote off Hull. He stayed up drinking last night and got hauled out of bed to mend the gates early this morning, so I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewheres. Okay, so we have a quest to help Dreppin's cow. Here we have a priest. What else have we got? Aha. So we have Mr. Jondelar.
Hey,
Hey there, Palpatine. I see you're up early this day. Well, your father Gryan has asked me a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be your teacher. So I hope you brought your staff with you. I did. Hostile creatures have red circles around their feet. Okay, so this is a tutorial, so I'm gonna save you all the bother. During our fight, I'm going to spring a little surprise on you. Remember, you can press the spacebar at any time and pause the game. This will give you time to think, especially once my little surprise comes up. Are you ready now? Good. Let's fight. So here you cannot actually die, but it's gonna take a while for me to hit him. Oh no, I did hit him. Okay. You did good, kid. Especially, I don't look like a kid, but okay. Especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the Gate Warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find them just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side. Okay, so that's just pretty much a tutorial we have over here on how to fight, but we do not need it. Now, Mr. Rivor, I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Hop to it, get in there. I may actually die trying to fight rats. I'm kind of afraid. I dealt 1 damage to the rat. Oh my lord. Another 1 damage. Is it a guaranteed hit? It is a guaranteed hit, so I'm gonna use the staff. So this is very exciting combat, as you can see. Oh my god. Is he gonna resist every single attack? He is. Why? Tell me. I think I know why. Okay, because this is a practice quarterstaff. Oh my lord, but I cannot... Okay, let's wait. Okay, we killed 1 rat!
Execute order 6.
Do you take... Oh god, -3. Okay, so he resists every single bit of damage except 1. So this better be worth it, right? Because we're gonna be killing these rats for a long time. At least I have some containers here to explore. Please, man, didn't I pick up a dagger? I thought I did. I need to find a dagger. I think with a dagger this would go a bit smoother. At least I hope so. But like, why are the rats resistant? I don't remember them being resistant to damage. Mr. Cat, help me! One necklace. No dagger. Okay, no. No, 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 no. Let me out.
Say the
Go get him, soldier. In a bit. In a bit. I thought I saw a dagger on this guy that tried to attack me. I thought I picked it up. I did not. Okay. Let's get the dagger and see if this is better.
Execute Order 66.
But I truly do not remember the rats being resistant to damage like that. Okay, so let's stab some rats. Jesus, no, they resist everything. I wonder if this is something to do with one of the mods. Oh my lord. So yeah, I do not have any offensive... I mean, this is offensive, but I don't have any damage dealing spells to speed this up. So I'm just gonna have to stab it to death for a very long time. Man, these rats should help me.
Order 66.
Come on, help me. You're kitties. Help. Nope. They are very incompetent rat hunters. Ah yes, all the training in Candlekeep. It has prepared me for this day, where I kill rats with a dagger. This isn't normal. This cannot be normal. There's something weird going on here, but... well. Come on, one more stab. Atta boy. We deserve that one experience. You earned it, man. You earned it. So, for those of you watching and thinking, oh my god, what is this game? Please do not judge it for this moment. Okay? Baldur's Gate doesn't deserve it. Oh my god. Yep, I rolled a 1. So, I might as well take the time to explain what's happening. So, obviously, we're fighting, right? But what's going on here? Oh my god, I broke my weapon. Okay, so well, first of all, there's an iron crisis in the land. And what that means is that the quality of iron, finally, is very, very poor. Ah yes, kill them like the rats that they are. A glorious battle unlike any this world has ever seen. Here's 5 gold pieces, don't spend it all in one place. Gee, thanks, man. So yeah, I was saying, with the iron shortage, iron items are very, very poor quality and they tend to break. So the dagger, obviously, is made of iron, and it broke. So let's speak to Hull. Hey kid, I woke late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Drepin needs one for old Nessa. Okay. Here we have a tutor.
Very strict.
Soon be gone, will ye? Aye, Gorion asked me to teach you a wit about the finer arts of mass combat before you leave. Can I pique your interest with it, Palpatine? Gorion's in a hurry, Gate Warden, and I'm afraid I can't spare the time. Sorry. Are you sure, little one? It would be best you took the time to learn it now rather than curse your ignorance later. Grain himself asked me to do this deed, and I'll not offer it to ye twice. Whatever little knowledge I have, I am sure it will be sufficient, thank you. Besides, Grain will protect me should we encounter any trouble. Aye, ye be as ye've always been then, worse than trying to talk sense to Ulround himself. Now there be duties that need attending to, and I'll not suffer a brat like ye any longer. Okay, so I denied him because that's simply a combat tutorial, which we do not need. Ah, so we found Sir Troon.
Yes?
What do you want? Please let me rest. As you can see, I am injured. Are you Sir Troon? I talked with your fiancée. The poor woman doesn't feel well at all. Ah, I know, and it tortures me that I am incapable of helping her. It is like I am paralyzed. My injury is no reason for my behavior toward her. I fell in love with a beautiful young maiden and proposed to her, and now... She transformed into a monster? No, not that. Since she already talked to you, it won't hurt if I do so too. Actually, I feel a great urge to talk about this with someone who cares to listen. We got into an unexpected fight. Everything was going well. Then all of a sudden, one of the creatures sunk its teeth into my arm. I wasn't able to free myself, and it was dragging me toward the portal. There was a pain at my shoulder, and next thing I knew, I was lying in front of the portal, watching it close behind the last of those monsters. Linda was standing beside me, pale as a ghost, my sword in her hands. She saved my life the only way it was possible in that moment, by chopping off my arm. I am not talking about the loss of my arm. That was lost the moment the monster bit into it. What bothers you is her sudden foresight and prowess. Not only did she understand the only way to save you, she also did it in what must have been a time frame of mere seconds. And all that despite the fact that she is only the daughter of a noble house. You have problems with the fact that she mutilated you, don't you? How dare she chop off the arm of your fiancé? You can't get over the fact that your fighting prowess wasn't enough to save you both, so she needed to step in, am I right? By the way, how dare she interfere with your business? If it had been your time to die, she should have prepared herself for mourning, not gone around chopping off arms. Okay, so we're gonna go for the first one, which is the most sensible one. Yes, that's it. That is what keeps troubling me. She is completely inexperienced. If it comes to fighting, yet she acts like a long-established knight. I couldn't have done it better had I been in her position. The sensible detachment she showed by cutting off another's arm, if it was the only way to save him, how much experience must one gain? How many friends must one lose in battle before developing this insight? She just did it when it was necessary. My poor Linda. Surely she is terribly frightened. But how should I confront her after being so distant toward her? All she did was save me. So let's see. First thing you should do is go and talk to her. You should see. Okay, yeah. So there is only one possibility. Linda has to learn how to fight, so you will have to teach her. Take her as your squire. I beg your pardon? That is absurd. She is a young maiden, innocent and frail. And she shows the fighting prowess of an experienced knight. There is more to your fiancé than you thought, Sir Tran. Wait, I see what you mean. It is hidden inside her, isn't it? The gift shows differently in different people. Some know from early childhood where their path will lead. For others, the revelation comes all of a sudden, as a great surprise. Yes, it seems the only way to go forward and leave this horrible memory behind us. She made the first step onto this path. To expect her to return to her former life would be cruel and unrealistic. I will go to her now. I'll be approaching her with an unusual present for a woman of her origin, my sword. My body recovered a long time ago. It was my mind that felt injured and wouldn't come to rest. You dragged me out of my thoughts of despair, and I thank you deeply. We are in your debt. Now I'll go to her. I am eager to see how she will react. Is she really ready for this? I am also bothered as to what I will tell her parents, who imagine their daughter as on an educational journey in Candlekeep. Farewell, in case we don't meet again. May Tyr protect you. So Linda and Sir Tran, we have completed their quest. We have gained some experience and we have gained reputation. Yay! So now we have a priest of Ogma.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
So are you sick? You look rather healthy to me, but you never can tell. Do you need any potions or such things? Yes, that would be nice of you. Alright then, take this potion. Lovely. I shall accept your potion. I'm also gonna clear the inventory a bit to not clutter it up. This is worthless, by the way. I think if I try to... Ah, okay. It's locked. If I try to steal from it, he's gonna be upset.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So
Oh, hello.
be it.
Ah, here you are. I deeply wanted to thank you. Tran came to me and he offered me the opportunity to become his squire. At first I thought he'd lost his mind completely, but when he kneeled down and handed over his sword, he told me it was you who made him understand, and I see what he means. It is the only way to overcome this nightmare. It will help us both to accept what happened. Maybe we will fall in love with his fighting squire, just as he fell in love with a maiden once. Maybe. For now he has a task as a knight, as do I as squire. May Lathander bless you with all his power. Farewell. Why, thank you, Linda. I am very pleased I could be of assistance. Now, what else have we got here? We've got some chests. Money. I love money. Bunkhouse.
I have a blade with your name on it.
Ooh. Here, there, you're Gorian's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. And what business is that of yours? I'll make it my business if... What? If I please? I'm butchering this, am I not? I'll make it my business if I please. Just thought I'd have a look at you for myself before I puts a blade down your gullet. Someone seems to think you're trouble, so I'm gonna use your head for a ticket out of the gutter. I'm just a little street trash hood, they say, but I'll show 'em. Okay, since we're at 2 HP, I'm gonna try and do something here, which is actually to blind this guy.
So be
And he is now blinded. Okay, so as I said when creating the character and choosing the spells, a blinded fighter will kinda wander around aimlessly trying to find someone to actually fight, because obviously he cannot see. And yeah, I didn't want to risk dying, so blinded the guy and then just killed him from afar. Let's take another dagger, and what else have we got here? Nothing. Okay.
So be it.
So...
Something on your mind?
I heard shouting, Palpatine. Are you alright? He's dead. Whoever he was. He lunged at me with a knife. Oh, Karen. What is happening to this place? No, we're gonna be strong. It is better you don't ask questions, Karen. You have instructed and inspired throughout my childhood, and your heart would break to see what has just transpired here. Oh, child, you are too young for the life that is being thrust upon you. If you be fully equipped for your journey, I pray you run now to Gorian on the library steps, for he is anxious to depart. Okay. We will see Gorian soon enough. Some gold. We have the barracks. I think this is for the guard quest.
Execute Order 66.
Fuller. What a midfield knight. That hull is just too much. Poor Sap had to go mend the gate this morning too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you anyways? Yeah, the mid would explain why Hull forgot to put his sword on this morning. He sent me to fetch it for him. Nothing really, I was just nosing about. I was just wondering if you had any errands I could run. Okay. Errands? Yeah, actually. I need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you could get some off Winthrop at the inn, I'll reimburse you. Oh, very well, there'll be a few coins in it for you too, so you can stop giving me that look. So this is actually why I purchased the bolts before. to save us the trouble of going back and forth.
I should have joined the army.
Thanks, kid. I hear tell you might be leaving this place soon. Watch your back out there, okay? Here, let me give you this dagger. My father killed a hobgoblin with it once, many years ago. Stabbed him right in the back, he did. It ain't no broadsword, but it'll do in a pinch. Now take care of yourself. Okay, so we gained... Ooh, this is actually a magical dagger, I think. And it is... unidentified. Okay, so at this point I know what this dagger is, but we're gonna pretend that I don't, because it's not identified. And here we can find Hull's sword and an antidote, which I think is what Drebin needs for his cow. This is locked, 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 and locked. Okay.
So be it.
So be it. Okay, so I need to go... Where? We're gonna go over here. Because I need to get back to Drebin, which is in this section. Come, Palpatine. We must make way. Ah, and we also need to deliver the sword to Hull, which is over here. Thanks, kiddo. Grian didn't bring you up half bad, did he? You're lucky to have grown up here in Candlekeep, to be honest. Sometimes I think that the world outside these gates has gone mad. What with all this fighting over iron shortages and all. Amn and Baldur's Gate will be at war before the season's out, mark my words. Anyhow, I'm on duty. Here's 20 gold pieces for saving my skin from the chief. So yeah, this is pretty much like a tutorial area where you can learn how to, you know, get the basics of combat. You get some errands to like do fetch quests, get the sword for this guy, learn how to speak to people, learn how to buy and sell stuff. So all pretty standard tutorial stuff.
What do you need?
Drepen, hey, you're the wonder you are. Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'd probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armor though, as I hear that the bandits out there would just as soon kill you as look at you to get it off your back. I just hope this whole Iron Crisis business is wrapped up soon. Okay, so again, we completed another quest, Drepen's cow. We gained 50 points of experience and lost the antidote. Okay, so now we are gonna go for Firebeat Scroll quest. So the old mage at the inn told me he has left an identified scroll with Tethril.
Hey, it's me, Imoen.
Ah, yes. Here is Imoen, a very important character in the game, which also has a very annoying voice. I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle, I snuck off too. Old Puffguts Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but will not say to where. Little one, I'm not much younger than you, though you sure got tall fast. Relatively all anyway. A journey, eh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep, I really wish I could. Yes, sir, really do. Alright, I get the message. I'll ask if you can come with us. There is no way you can come, Garai would never allow it. You would only slow us down. Stay here where you are useful. Yeah, you're annoying. Well, that was certainly rude, you rumduck. Rumduke? Fine, I'll stay here and mind my own beeswax. You better get going, don't want to keep Mr. G waiting. She's actually not that bad of a character, but she's kinda annoying. So, let's just leave her over there. What can we find in the grounds? Hello? No? They're singing.
Greetings, young one.
Tethril, Firebid has sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well. Return his scroll to him, but then you must hurry and speak with Gorion. He is waiting for you on the steps of the Central Library. I assure you, child, it is a matter of greatest urgency. So, we have gained an item, Identify, which is this one. And this, by the way, is a scroll which allows you to identify unidentified items. So with this spell memorized, go to the description of an unidentified item and press Identify button. The chance of identifying the item is 100%. The spell identifies the item's name, what it does, and if it is cursed. So if you go over here, the unidentified dagger, you now have this button to identify. I'm not going to use it because this is part of a quest.
So hard to find.
I am glad to see that age has not hardened your heart towards an old man such as myself. I'll take all of your Identify scrolls. I have a great use for those types of scrolls. Here, allow me to cast a little spell on you. It will protect you from any evil you might meet tonight. Thank you, my friend. And now I am protected from evil. And we also gained the potion of healing. So this is a symbol for protection from evil. And we can see that here. So if you go to your character sheet, you'll see protection from evil. Sadly, it doesn't really tell you what it does when you mouse over it or when you click it. But you can check it when you actually get spells. Or if you had a scroll for it or something.
Order 66.
Okay. So we're finally, after doing all the tutorial quests and meeting all these lovely people and doing their errands, we are gonna go to the Candlekeep library stairs and find our foster father Gorion. And since we are now at 47 minutes, it's been kind of a long episode doing chores. I'm gonna leave this for the next episode because when talking to Gorion, our quest will actually start and go into the world and do all the adventuring stuff that we do. So yeah, we're gonna start fresh with that in the next episode. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the start of Baldur's Gate. Obviously, if you want to play this game and you don't feel like spending an entire hour doing these chores and tutorials, you don't need to. The experience you gain is very little. You also gain almost no money. So it's just for the fun of it, mostly. And meeting people and learning how to do stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any thoughts about the game or any questions, leave a comment. If you want to get notified about future videos being uploaded, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you all in the next episode where we will start our journey. Until then, stay safe everyone.